back to Be Legendary Cuts Podcast.
Yep.
I go by the name Day Day. We got
Vaughn the Barber, man. You know what it is. Hit me on that Instagram.
Yes, sir. We got a special guest in the building, man. Very special guest, man. Introduce yourself.
Man, you know, it's Riverdale Jon, Riverdale Woody, Kawasaki Shorty. You know, fuck with me. I'm gonna teach you some things today, man.
Yes, sir, bro. So you want to start
Hey,
off?
man, shout out to the fucking Dirty Dale. You hear me?
Hey, man, DDB, you know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I got shout out some
117.
niggas from Riverdale. Hey, some real niggas in Riverdale,
Hey,
bro.
man, RP
Yeah,
to
no
the
cap.
real ones, RP to the BG, the Vaughn, you know what's going on.
Shout out to my nigga Ego, bro. That's been my
Shout out
motherfucking
Ego.
day one, bro. Freaky
Yeah.
Ma, prayers up for him, man.
Man, shout out to them
Man,
Asian
extra-
boys, bruh.
Shout out Lil
Man.
KJ.
Leon.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all already know, bro. It's
You
all
already know
love.
what's going on.
Yeah,
Them
man.
Camp 8 niggas. Can't forget about them.
Free
Yes,
everybody,
sir.
man.
Man, let's get this shit fired.
Hold
Let's
on,
get
hold
into
on.
it.
RP Baby Ock too, bro.
Yeah,
RP
man.
Baby Ock.
I
Go
miss
ahead,
my
bro. My
boy.
bad.
Alright, I'm gonna get into this shit, man. So, I know you do a lot of things, nigga. So, how the fuck did you jump into this rap shit? How you get into it?
So-
What made you know you could rap? Where did shit start at?
So, like, the shit started, so when I was younger and I was in English class, like, I always, like, graded good on, like, poems and shit. So I always knew that I was good with rhyming words. I will always practice rhyming words when I'm by myself. Just, like, seeing how many words I could rhyme was fun to me. So it's like, when it came to poetry, it's like, that's the art of wordplay. And then it's like, when I wrote, like, my first rap, I was like, alright, I could do this shit if I wanted to. And then, like, once I figured out I could rap, I just started writing so many raps. Just everything just started coming to me.
But did you spit them Jones off the break, or did you just write them and just say, I'm gonna leave them in the notes, I'm gonna leave them in the notebook?
I ain't gonna lie, I had like 5 friends that I would like tell my raps to or spit. Like, I'd come around, I'd be like, bro, I got a new verse today. They'd be like, alright, just spit that shit. And I spit it, but like, they'd be like, it's tight, but it wouldn't be no song or nothing. It's just like, I just started writing
bars.
verses. But that's because, as a poet, like, I always wrote long poems because I never knew when to stop.
So the poetry came before the rap.
Yes.
So what do you prefer, the poetry or the rap? What do you think you better at?
Um,
And I know they go hand
I
in
ain't gonna
hand.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. They kind of. I'm on a great level with both, but it's just when it comes to poetry, I would say 90% of my poems are like love poems.
Mm.
Like, I use poetry to express how I feel when it comes to emotion, because sometimes as men, it's like it's hard to express yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's
Hell
like,
yeah.
I found that, like, I feel like I could call you beautiful in 10 different ways in a poem than me trying to tell you you're beautiful and then not coming out.
She's writing poems for the bitches.
Hey, so-
Ooh, baby, you.
But why you think it's that way though? That's a good point. Why you think it's hard for us men to express ourselves?
Especially as black men, for years we always taught that our attitude don't matter.
Yeah.
So like, for years, your mother done told you, I don't care about your attitude.
Yeah.
So if you don't care about my attitude, it makes me get in a mode where I don't want to express myself to
Right,
nobody.
yeah.
I don't know how to express
Yeah.
myself because of the traumas of being told nobody cares about your
Yeah,
feelings.
and as men,
Not
you
just
supposed
that,
to
don't
be,
cry.
Yeah, men don't cry.
Suck
We
it
supposed to
up.
get over shit.
Nah, you right.
Right, but then like as you get older, and then like it's up to you to work on fixing that yourself.
Right.
That's where like a lot of men like blame their trauma. You could blame your trauma, but like you can't blame a trauma knowing you have a trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know you have a trauma, that's when you have a choice to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Identify
And people will take your feelings and just like, you know what I'm saying, like weaponize it almost, like they use it against you. So how you feel about that? Like, could you be with somebody and then like you want to express yourself, but you just like hesitant because you don't know if they gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
All right, to say something to that, so that's kind of why I wrote poetry, because
Right.
like I can say anything I want in a poem,
Mhm.
and I know a girl isn't gonna really judge it.
right.
Yeah.
But she gonna understand that it's about her and how I feel about her.
Right, yeah.
So that gave me that freedom. And what was the first question?
We talking about what I was saying about
Emotions over. Yeah, it was
Oh.
emotions through poetry.
As to why, yeah, I guess that was like a safe haven for me to express my vulnerability.
Absolutely.
Cause like as men, we always look for that vulnerability in a female for that release.
Yeah.
But it's all about trust.
Yeah.
So it's like we live in an age where nobody trusts
Yeah,
each
I don't
other.
trust
Nobody
bro.
trusts each other, and everybody's waiting for somebody to slip.
Right, exactly.
But if you had that preconceived notion,
Right.
you'll take the smallest thing about a person as a slip.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But
I never. This is the thing that always boggled me. I always felt as though when you meet a man, and that's men,
mhm,
you absolutely positively have to give him 100% of your trust.
mhm, yeah.
Because he never gave you 100%. Because
What
he never
about-
gave you a reason not to. Now, do you keep an eye on him? Fuck yeah, because you just got to know the dude.
So why would you give him 100? Why you don't start off with 50?
What reason did he give you never to give it to you?
I mean,
But
but
I got my eye on you.
But you got
Don't give a
100.
fuck,
If
yeah.
you don't already gave him 100, why you don't give him 50 and then let him earn that 100?
yeah, like
I mean, however you
wanna say it.
trust is always something that can be earned. So I think
Yeah.
time is the determinant
Yeah,
of that.
you got to earn that 50.
You
bro.
gotta, you gotta earn that 50.
You got to earn that 50.
You get 50 up front. I'm a
Yeah.
50%
Right,
trust you.
right,
I don't
right.
know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
I can't 100% trust you because
Yeah.
I'm leaving myself too vulnerable
Right,
and
right.
not knowing if you're doing the same
Yeah.
or if you bullshitting.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks each other's
Yeah.
bullshit.
It'd be hard because you done been burnt
And
so
that's the
many
fuck.
times.
That's the
but
fuck.
you even finesse,
It's like
but-
even if you say you're gonna get this nigga that 50, how much of that 50 are you really actually giving him? Because you, in your mind, you so skeptical about everything this motherfucker gonna do.
Yeah. But I'm safe with that.
But
50
men do the
because-
same thing. Men be just as skeptical about what women do at the same time.
Facts.
And that's why it comes
That's
to
a whole.
because
totally-
when it comes to trust and security of the man, I think it's up to both sometimes to reassure that insurance.
Now let me reiterate on what I said.
Bro, we just got
I will
deep
tell you
that
this.
fast,
Yeah, bro. Hey,
We did.
I ain't gonna lie. Like
I
will
I'm
say
one of them
this.
niggas.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
Yeah.
surround myself by a bunch of motherfuckers who I don't know long enough to really,
yeah,
or I haven't been around long enough to even really invite you into my circle.
Yeah.
of course.
I don't.
Of course.
Anybody, and both y'all niggas know me well enough to know that anybody I got around me right now, if I ain't fucking with you the long way, no funnies, then I don't have you around me. I wouldn't even
Right.
never invite you into my circle.
Right.
So anybody who's around me at this point, if you made it this far, I'm granting you my 100%.
And speaking of real
Yeah.
niggas, shout
But
out
I would
to-
never put you in a position that where if I'm about to give you, I know you got this 100%. I'm never put you in a position to where if you fuck up, that whole 100% I gave you gonna fuck
Yeah.
me over.
Mhm.
You will never be in that position until you earn it.
Right.
And speaking of real niggas, shout out to his brother Tay.
Hey,
which,
man.
which I didn't even know was your brother whole time,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
When we first came in, my brother, it took for him, like, the next, when I seen him again,
Uh-huh.
he was like, yeah, you know that was Tay, bro? I was like, for real, bro? I didn't even know for a minute,
I
bro.
love you, boo.
Love you, boo. Love you, boo. That's my name.
So listen, here go a question. Let me jog your memory and see how far you can take this shit back.
I'm listening.
What was your first poem? We know the poetry came before
My
the rap.
first
Now.
poem?
What was the first poem?
I don't remember like the title of it, but as far as like I wrote on my own, or like
Yeah,
Ever.
you wrote it on.
first, I was like in the 5th grade, and shout out my cousin Erica. She was very big into poetry. She used to. Once I told her I could write poetry, she was like, "Well, you come from a family of poets, right?" And I was like, "Damn, for real." So then she was like, "Just, I just want you to write till you can't write no more." And I was like, "All right." And imagine I'm like in the 5th grade, so I'm like 10, maybe, yeah, like 9 or 10. And I wrote like a page and a half, and I don't remember what I wrote, but I remember her being amazed at it.
Damn,
And like,
damn it, man.
like with this poetry shit, it goes deep. Like I went to the first ever poetry camp. I met some Black Panther poets.
Sheesh.
The Watts Prophets. They came all the way from Watts, California to
Damn.
mentor us in
That's tough.
poetry.
That's tough.
I worked the first year I worked there. Second year I ended up mentoring, teaching other people how to perform poetry.
Jeez.
Like I'm a dog when it comes to poetry.
All right.
Hey, shout out Lyrical Storm, man. I used to run there when we was in Parkdale, man. When I was in Parkdale, I was in a poetry club. Everybody knew me for.
So let's take this shit to growing up in Riverdale, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take it back to growing up in Riverdale. What was growing up in Riverdale like? We both, listen, we all from some cuts and trenches, but what was?
I stayed on 64th Avenue, 5605, Riverdale, Maryland.
Hello, world.
I stayed right there by Brownie Park. If you stayed by Brownie Park, you basically knew who I was. I was one of those kids that like was really into sports, stayed to myself, but like everybody knew me because they knew that I was goofy. I was always fresh, and like I was just always a good, genuine person. Everybody fucked with me because, you know, I was always just genuine and real to people. And it was always fun, man. We was always outside. We, like, just getting into shit, not knowing what the fuck we doing, just experiencing life at a young age.
At that age, who was the crew? Who was the crew at that age? Who was the crew?
Man.
Who was the crew?
Alright. It was me. It was definitely Marcus, my man Kevin. It was definitely my man James, my man Ron, Duran, Aaron, fucking Ricky, Devontae, Tabria, Ikea, Kid, Anne Marie.
Deep about that,
fucking bro.
That was deep.
Shaquille, Brandon, Deron, Ronte, I can go forever. Travis,
Man.
Lee,
Where graduation cap at, man?
Right,
Listen, there ain't even that many niggas living around there. Y'all was deep as shit.
We was deep as shit, but it's crazy because, like, watching everybody move around the same time. So it's like, it's a whole generation of people that's missing in the hood.
Yeah.
So, like, the niggas that was under us didn't have OGs.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's just moved.
That's this generation now, period. That shit,
right.
That shit over.
And it's all Migos down there, now.
Yeah.
Taking over.
But, like, I was one of the few people that, like, always came back. Like, people, it was crazy. I moved out of Riverdale 2012. But people didn't know I moved from Riverdale till probably about 2019, 2020. I mean, like 2015, 2014.
We just touched on this before the cameras went on, but we gotta touch on it for the cameras, man. Growing up in Riverdale, what was the schools and what was they like?
Man.
We went to the same fucking
I went to William
Dirt, my boy.
You already know.
Man,
You
already know, man.
I think your neighborhood, my neighborhood, Williamworth was the school.
Williamworth was the shit, bro.
Williamworth was the shit. If you went there, you knew what happened.
And like you said earlier, for every age group, it was just different shit going on in that school.
Like,
that shit accelerated your manhood. You had to get right.
I definitely respect Charles Curl. I do respect Charles Curl, but I'm telling you, like, Williamworth was like, it was different. It was different.
That shit accelerated. You had to get with to get ran the fuck over and win.
Grow up fast. Like, you had to hurry up and figure out what hood you was from.
Yeah, they used to call me Quick. My nickname was Crack as soon as I came to that joint. I used to listen to Fat Joe all the time, bro. And I used to walk around Crack. And that's what everybody called me from that point on. That's what they called me, bro.
Man, I think everybody...
Williamworth introduced me to gangs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
EP was heavy in that. Listen, girls, yes sir.
Oh my God!
I had my first kiss. We had EP.
I had my first kiss.
I had my first
Brown
kiss.
Powell Loco. I think one of them, the gangs was BPL.
When I was there, it was MS.
MS,
yeah.
It was
MS-13.
And it was Brown Pride, which is the Mexicans.
Yeah.
It's like how you go from being so vulnerable in elementary school to nigga we thugging them fucking.
That's the culture shock, bro.
Yeah.
But then it's like that's the environment you grew up. That's how you become a product of your environment. Like, and then how you survive it depends on.
I never forget the first time a nigga was like, "Nigga, you want to step in the bathroom?" And I'm like, "This nigga gay."
What the fuck you want to go to the bathroom for?
He wanted to fight, nigga.
Oh,
what you talking about? It wasn't down in the bathrooms, nigga.
Shit, nigga, we could fight right where I'm at. The whole way.
I remember we were fucking.
We shot dice in the bathroom.
Yeah, we shot dice.
Oh yeah, everybody shot dice in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
The bathroom was the shit.
And the boys' locker room. Definitely shot dice in the boys' locker room.
That jump all the way in the back.
No, downstairs, and then by the gym, it's another set of steps. One for the girls, one for the boys.
We should skip right there.
Oh yeah, everybody skip right there.
We should skip right there.
By the back door.
If we wasn't leaving out that month.
You talking about Williamworth?
Yeah.
Man, that shit was lit.
If we wasn't leaving.
Bro, I remember. You remember you had Ms. Moore as the vice principal?
No, I think she was.
Hey, shout out Ms. Moore. Hey, look, you watching this?
Nah, we had a teacher named Miss Briscoe. We used to call her 3B because we had her at the third period on B days, but we were calling her that because Big Booty Briscoe.
Oh,
so it's 3B.
If you went to Williamworth, when I went, and you know when I say Miss Moore was like a little chocolate, little thick, little pretty smile, just you wanted to get in trouble. You were like, fuck it, I go to Miss Moore.
I had a teacher named Miss Moore Blade, but I think she was hitting some of the students. I think that's her name.
Hey, that's crazy though because
I'm gonna shut up. I know some shit. I'm gonna shut up.
nah, but it's crazy because
She got caught. They ain't nothing.
a lot of teachers nowadays getting caught fucking students, bro. I'm like, what that shit was that we was going to school?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
No cap.
Hey,
I ain't gonna say no names, but I know one person.
damn.
And that shit, it was crazy because, like, after he graduated, he kind of, like, went off the map social media-wise. And then I
All from hitting this.
look from a suggested friends. I'm like, they go my mans. I ain't seen him in a brick.
Then they got the
I
teacher
clicked,
pregnant. He had to
I'm
get the fuck.
Bro, this man had 2 kids by her by the time.
Damn.
I told you.
Was
I ain't
married.
know the
Mind
story.
you, bro, this is only 4 years later.
Damn.
And he know the
I wish I
story.
could have got Miss Briscoe pregnant.
Yeah, boy.
Damn.
No,
So look.
she's probably crazy.
Yeah,
I want you to tell me the funniest
The funniest
studio interaction or interaction you had recording the track or just
The
making
funniest-
music with somebody.
Yeah. Funniest. I would say the funniest was me and my man Hyro. My man Hyro, y'all probably need him eventually.
Yo, shout out to him. Yo. Y'all got a crazy
Yeah, bro.
video.
Hey, look.
I like everything about that. I like the color schemes and all that shit. That's another story. Yo.
Like my man Hyro, then his bars magnificent, bro. Like when you see us together, like you gonna know what the fuck going on. But anyway, we in the studio, and I think we was high as shit. And I called this nigga
That's all the while.
my man Blazante Davis or some shit like that, some reference to like a blunt name. It was ghetto as shit, and we were dying laughing. And then it was this other time, this nigga started doing like Chinese sound effects in a song. So it stuck. But just imagine like you're looking at him do it, and all you hear is.
This shit happened.
You're like, is this nigga good?
What this song go? We need to hear this motherfucker.
That shit had to be lit for him to remember that shit.
But he
A lot
dope
of
as
shit, I
shit,
don't
though.
Bro,
remember.
that shit is hard to remember,
Yeah.
but like it's rare as like real funny moments.
Yeah.
He dope as a
Cause
motherfucker.
like whenever I be in the studio, it's like I'm not the type of person that like writes songs in the studio. Like if I come
So
to the studio,
it's already ready when you
it's
get there?
already ready. I didn't
Yeah.
practice this.
So
like,
how you
1,000
feel about
times.
punching rappers?
Punching rappers? Certain ones can and certain ones can't. But the
I
ones
hate
that
that
can't
shit.
need to understand that they can't.
Listen, me and this nigga been behind the booth plenty of times. We sit on the other side, and the nigga go in the booth. I'm like, nigga, where your phone at? Where your paper at? Nigga like, nah, just go ahead and play the beat. And the beat start running. This nigga be like, hold on, stop it right there. All right, run it back and pick it up. You know how long that shit take to record from outside?
Yeah, trust me. Like if I punch in, it's because the cadence and my breath aren't like.
I'm
Yeah.
good with a
Good
couple of
enough.
punch-ins, but not every
Yeah,
bar.
he punching. My nephew rap. He punching the whole song.
I ain't gonna
Every
lie.
fucking
I
bar.
ain't gonna lie. I
He's
have
tight.
certain songs where like I punched in every bar, but when you hear it, you understand why.
Man,
If I was to try to spit that shit, just spitting it,
we used to pride ourselves on getting the straight
The whole 16,
If
yeah,
you
hell
come in that
yeah,
motherfucker
dog.
with your whole 16, listen,
Yeah,
I didn't stop some of my shit because I done made it to the 14th
Yeah.
bar. Nigga, I don't want it. Run it
And
back.
niggas be impressed, be like, "Oh shit, that
Oh,
nigga did that joke."
16.
Yeah, bruh.
But that's the reason why like I practice so much. So like I know when I need to punch in or if I need to punch in. You know what I'm saying? Because like it'll be times where like I'll write it down, and if I don't practice it enough, when I get in the studio,
It ain't
my
gonna be that.
breathing fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like
How
how
much
did I
is-
get this shit when I wrote it? But like when I'm rapping it, it's not the same. Like
How much is your shit freestyle?
freestyle, like
Yeah.
just me spitting,
Yeah.
none.
Oh damn. All right.
I like that.
I don't freestyle nothing because I know my strengths.
Yeah.
I know how to freestyle, but I don't like how I sound when I freestyle.
Yeah, me neither.
I get real repetitive and I just talk about trap shit.
Yeah.
But what keep you so fresh? Your cadence is different from any nigga in the DMV right now. A lot of niggas in the DMV, this not to knock nobody, this not to sound crazy. A lot of niggas in the DMV got a sound right now.
Yeah.
And the DMV sound is our sound.
Hmm.
But you're not particularly on that sound. You different. Your cadence different. Everything about you, your deliverance different. Your verbiage different. How you stay so fresh? How do you keep from falling into the
Trap. Yeah.
our that DMV cadence, that DMV
All
style?
right. So it's a couple different reasons. For one, I don't listen to a lot of DMV artists. There's some of them I listen to that I fuck with, but I feel like if you're all you're listening to, then how you write and how you spit is going to be like that.
Yeah.
No question.
Another thing is just my poetry background. It's like when you doing poetry, you have the ability to flip words, to use slant rhymes, to just manipulate your voice, your tones and shit. So it's like I always challenge myself to do my last
I just want to
verse.
see how that Chinese shit was going to sound. Right? As an ad-lib. Usually I had ad-lib. That shit sounded hot for me.
Like, what the hell? I was like, yeah, get the fuck out.
Hey, that shit threw me off when you said that shit.
Williams.
I really want to hear the song now. That shit threw me off.
I can find that, Joe.
I didn't mean to get you off your topic.
But damn, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh,
be honest, how you fit in, how your cadence is.
Oh yeah. But I just challenge myself. I always challenge my next verse to be better than my last verse. Yeah. And then sometimes I'll hear a beat, or if I hear a different type of beat, I'll catch a cadence in my head that I probably didn't hear before. So once I start rolling on that, it's like a snowball effect. It's like once I start with the first couple bars, it's like boom, boom, boom. Another 3 come, boom, 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 boom. Another 2 come, boom, boom. It's like it just keeps rolling until I literally have to stop myself and be like, all right, bro, I need to put a hook somewhere in here, bro. Because like if not, I'm just about to just Jonah Lucas this shit.
I got 2 more questions before I give you the mic. I'm sorry, I had to hold you, man.
Hey, man.
But look,
I like this.
Since you don't listen to a lot of DMV artists, I gotta ask you this though: if you can choose one, and you can't take Hyro, you can't take Nate Bone.
All right.
If you can choose one,
shout out to Nate Bone
to feature with. I said that because they know each other. It's the 117 shit.
All right. I'm gonna give you 3.
Damn, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna give you 3. I want to do one with Flop. I fuck with Money Moth. And IDK.
Money Ma hard, bro. That nigga tough.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Me and IDK share the same engineer.
I'm gonna need to see you and my man Young Doc.
Young Doc.
Yeah,
I'm ready to work, bro. Tell them send me something.
Y'all boss. Y'all on that shit. Man.
Yeah, bro. It's like
if
Riverdale.
You ask me, Doc, my man.
Riverdale in the box always been tight.
Man, you
all my young niggas fuck with them.
You better know it. And last question, man. How the fuck did you get Riverdalian?
Riverdalian. So, like, alright, I ain't gonna lie, I was high as shit when I made this.
The best stories happen like that.
You just said
that. Like that.
And I was with my man E-Rich, and I'm like, I'm trying to play with the word. So, I'm trying to find out, like, a logo, a montage, or something to go by. Like who, like what the fuck am I gonna represent? Like 117, I always respected him, but I knew that I was never a trap nigga, so that wasn't truly who I was. But those are all my men though, like those are people I grew up around. So it's like I had to find like my own lane, and like I'm like, all right, what if I do Riverdalian? I'm like, all right, what do you call somebody from Riverdale? I'm like, all right, you call him a Riverdalian. But then, like, I'm different, so I'm gonna spell it in like an alien, cause like.
Nah, that was dope.
Because like with me, I'm such a balanced person where like I have street nigga friends and I got regular nigga friends, right?
Yeah.
But it's like the street niggas are so street that you wouldn't expect me to be comfortable around it, but I am comfortable. So it's like. I call myself a Riverdalian because although we're so different, we're the same person. But a Riverdalian is just I'm just not into that street life. I'm into all the ratchet shit and I'm with all the fuckery. But it's just like I chose a different path.
And that's one of the things I told you, that when it comes to you deviating from a lot of shit, that's another great thing about you. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you don't choose to portray yourself as nobody you're not.
Right.
That's another reason I fuck with you, not just on the music tip, but as a man. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. You ain't out here trying to do no faking.
Right. And
also, explain to these people what the 117 is. How y'all got the 117?
Man, shit, man. Just on the street, bro. Out in Riverdale. Like that's what niggas used to do their thing at. Like I was always a nigga that was around, but I wasn't hustling. But everybody fuck with me because I grew up around there. No matter who left, I was always there. I always came back because that's where I was the most comfortable.
That's alright. You ready, Shorty?
Yeah. I was gonna say, who your like top 5 favorite rappers like all time.
All time?
Yeah.
All time. Jay-Z.
Okay.
Lil
He
Wayne.
number one? Hold on, what we
Are
starting
we
at?
doing this in order?
Yeah.
I mean,
I need to
it's
hear
up
the
You
order.
said, alright.
I need to hear the order. I need to listen. I need to hear the order.
Alright. I gotta get my 5 together before I put them in order.
All right, well, just run the 5. Fuck it. If it's
Alright.
easier, run the 5.
How about this? I'm gonna run the 5 first, and then we're gonna go back
All right,
and put the order.
that's the play.
Wayne,
Ooh.
Jay-Z,
What Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Which one?
Like Carter's, all the
Oh, all right,
Carters.
all right, all right.
Yo, hold on. What about the new Wayne? You don't fuck with the new Wayne?
Fuck out of here.
I respect the new Wayne.
Why?
Why?
Why? What the fuck
Bro.
you put out that was so good?
I'm just saying.
I respect him because he came from the old Wayne, but he
Alright,
ain't got shit
just
that's
do
good.
this one day. Just read his lyrics and see what the fuck he's saying, and then take in
From
consideration.
what song?
Bro, you can Google any
Take in consideration that he high as a motherfucker.
and that he's freestyling.
And that's like 95% of rappers nowadays. High as shit.
Man, that nigga
Right,
shit some
but they
ass,
can't-
bruh.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
You're
ready to-
smoking water.
I'm ready
Oh,
to see
that's
that
his
nigga.
name. Active Baller. You know who that is, right?
No.
I know
Active
that.
Baller?
I'm ready to see that nigga Wayne on the mic.
Active Baller. He from DMV. He be rapping too.
Let's keep this 5 going.
But all right. So I said Wayne, Jay-Z, Kendrick, Wale, and Drake.
Where do Wale fit at on your top 5? That's all I want to know.
Out of those,
Yep. And he's a reflection of your music. That's why I asked.
5.
5.
Damn.
I mean, as far as like, he's my favorite, but as far as like, who I feel as though is better in certain aspects.
So who number 1? Don't say Wayne.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is tough because I'm
Bro,
really,
you can pick Wayne, bro. Wayne.
nah,
Go
cause
ahead.
like I ain't gonna lie, like as far as I'm gonna just say Drake.
You didn't even put him in your top 5.
Let's go.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I said Drake was the last
Let's
person.
go, bro. I think it's over to go
Drake
there.
was the,
You said-
Drake was the last person.
Hey, nah, he
Hell
had
no.
Tory Lanez, man. That's why he acting like
Oh
that.
my
bro.
God.
He fuck with Tory
That nigga,
Lanez, bro.
that nigga, he can make 7.
At least he's on the top 10.
Yeah, I could put him in my top
Nah,
10,
Tory
but
Lanez.
he's not getting.
He
He ain't better than
think,
Drake?
he think
No.
this
Oh,
nigga,
my
hold on,
fault.
In
hold on.
what way?
We
doing
gotta
what?
listen.
Bro, this nigga
It
think
was-
We having
Hey,
a battle.
he think
We
Tory
having a
Lanez.
Drake and a Tory Lanez
He
battle.
think
Don't want to do
I
that,
just told him,
bro.
bro.
I put all this
Damn,
smoke.
bro. I be trying to tell this nigga, bro.
I could put a
Your
Drake.
umbrella mob, cuz.
I could put Drake on a. I put on a Drake playlist
Yeah.
on shuffle.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick a song,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and we can just go.
And my man
Yeah.
Tory gonna spank that nigga.
Nah,
All right, bro. He don't got enough.
All right. So we about to get into the juicy questions, bro.
I'm listening.
All right. So
That's what I'm here for, baby.
for the right amount of money,
Oh man,
would you ever do a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine?
no.
So all right. So let me dress it up real quick. Let me dress it up. So if he came to you and was like, man, all you gotta do is give me $500.
What?
And hold on, listen, $500. That's how much you charging for a feature. Niggas charging back.
Oh,
for
he's
feature.
charging me for $500 for a feature as a deal.
Definitely not.
Okay,
That shit's
go
off.
ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Let
Let me
me tell you-
finish.
let me
I
finish.
want
Let me
to
tell you.
listen to everything.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because niggas charging at least 10 bands and up for a feature.
Oh yeah, trust
Especially
me.
him.
I know his
But
bands.
you do the feature, you guaranteed your followers gonna go up. You gonna get like 1 million subscribers, followers, Instagram. Then you doing 50, 60K a show. You popping all throughout the city. Like you that nigga now.
Yo,
So
that
would
nigga,
you-
that nigga just gave away $1 million pesos to stay relevant, bro. $1 million.
But that nigga gonna always
That's
be relevant.
$500 American dollars.
It's 50 M's or some shit like that.
That's-
But that nigga always relevant though. No matter
All
what you do.
right, to answer the question, no. It's a couple reasons. Definitely a couple reasons. The snitching is definitely a big part because, like,
Damn.
Niggas still doing songs with him. They just not in the booth with him.
I hear you, but I don't feel you. So, like, my father got locked up because of the snitch. So, like, when it comes to snitching,
Oh yeah, it's different for you.
like my people's, like my mother used to whoop our ass for snitching.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just, and then on top of that, I feel like whoever do choose to do a song, they're gonna be hot for a moment. It's like you're gonna get 15 minutes of shine, and then after that, he's gonna just go about his fucking business. And then if you're some shit, you're not gonna last.
That's it.
But if you are good, you're gonna be known for working with somebody that's. And then I really don't like his music. I think he's some shit.
Yeah, I think
think he's
but
a trash.
I don't like his music either, but I'm just saying like
I get what
the
you mean.
trolling part, and then If you think about this now, this new era, like they don't even give a shit about being, you know what I'm saying? You want hit wonder, you can go with that shit. Back in the day, you was one hit wonder, you gonna get clown. That nigga fell off, blah blah blah. Now you do it one hit, bro. You can perform and live off that one song for life.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
but do you want to be that person?
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
You want to be that person that live off of one hit?
15K show, I can live off that.
I mean, yeah, you can live off that. You can live off that.
And think about that single. If I get royalties and they putting these joints in movies, I push the shit off that.
I mean,
Tekashi, hit me up, bro.
Yeah, but like that's a fucking stretch. Like you threw the shit out that joke. Like he was like, yeah, that joke gonna go triple platinum. Yeah, it's gonna be on 2K. Like everybody gonna fuck that joke. Like what? Like it's a possibility that happens.
But that nigga be trolling, bro. So he gonna get the views, bro.
And then I hate the fact that he does troll.
This nigga chose the fucking death, and I love that shit. This nigga chose like shit.
One thing I can say I live by, I can't be the people I hate. So if I hate trolls, bro, I can't be a troll.
I get you on that.
I hate being the person that.
I love the way you do it though.
I look in the mirror and I feel so contradictory. Like, damn, bro, you just out here hating for no fucking reason.
A lot of shit. I won't go too far with a lot of shit, bro. But a lot of times people just be like, I got family members that's mad not talking to me because of this troll shit. But at the same
this
time,
nigga be going ham. Yeah.
I do, bro. But it just be.
You gotta go this nigga page. This nigga be
crazy.
Sometimes be like,
you ever seen Boys in the Hood? The part where Cuba Gooding was punching the air. That's what I think niggas be doing. When they be fucking mad, dog. I be thinking that shit.
I be looking at this shit like, ain't he gonna entertain this nigga?
I'm gonna call that nigga tomorrow.
Oh, but speaking of that nigga Tekashi though, he on the way here and shit, I seen this nigga. You know the Lil Durk, he got a little clone looking nigga that look like
him.
So you know Tekashi and Lil Durk beefing.
Mm-hmm.
So he be talking about King Von being dead, blah blah blah.
Right.
So he seen a nigga and he made a coat. He had a customized coat and put that on the nigga.
These niggas,
hey dog,
niggas an asshole, bro. I can't fuck with nobody. And then me being a genuine person, if I know that's how you are as a person, I can't do music with you.
Yeah.
I'm not about to help you make money.
Right.
Yeah, not off that trolling shit.
Yeah.
That's some weirdo shit, bro.
So I take that as a no. You won't work with that nigga.
No. You know something I was thinking about earlier today. I hate the fact that like today's generation, you can't tell them no.
What you mean by that?
Like, all right, if you my mans, right? Let's say you my mans, right? And I got a pack of backwoods, and you ask me for one, and I tell you no. You're mad at me because I told you no.
Yeah, let me tell you something,
but you
bro.
asked me a question which requires a response where no is an option.
Yeah.
You just don't expect me to say no.
Mm-hmm.
But you say I have the right to say no. But if I can't say no to you, I don't want to fuck with you.
I feel like your brother do that shit all the time. This nigga will have a whole packet backwards and nigga be like, hey bro, can I get one of them woods? So he be like, no. With a straight face. Nah, I ain't.
Nah.
Alright, so let me
And niggas be like, for real?
Yeah.
Let me ask both of y'all this, bro. I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. Alright, I know this.
He don't be straight.
He a giving nigga, bro. Like this nigga will get a straw off his back. So y'all, by being like that, when a nigga tell you no, how does that make you feel? That being as though that, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. That's another thing. What I told you earlier, when I told you I can't be the person I hate, because I know I have the right to say no. I understand you had the right to say no, so I go into it thinking you're going to say no.
Right.
Because I expect you to say no, because you might not feel like doing it. And I'd rather you not do it than do it. I'd rather you not do it because you don't feel like doing it than do it when you don't feel like doing it. And now you got an attitude, and the smallest thing gets you
question
mad.
again?
Damn, I forgot.
He was,
I'm cut from a different cloth, because this is how
how do you feel about a nigga?
When a nigga tell me no.
Yeah, when
I'm cut from a different cloth. You understand me? So when, if we around each other, and this goes back to my circle being my circle, if we around each other, and I'm asking you for something, you gotta know me enough to know that I really need that shit.
Yeah.
So if you telling me no, nigga,
those situations I
will ask no nigga for nothing unless I need it.
Yeah.
I need it. It's not a pride thing. It's just a me thing.
Yeah.
And if I don't need that shit, I'm talking about detrimental to my health. If I don't need it or my kids, if I don't need it, I'm not gonna ask you for it.
Right.
And I wouldn't ask you for it unless I know you can help me out. So don't tell me no, bro. Because I would never tell you no.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of niggas I'm built to. That's just me and my circle.
Yeah, bro.
I'm on the shot.
And we ain't gonna never count favors. So don't ask me or hit me with the. Remember that time? No, nigga, I don't. I do, but I don't, because we ain't gonna do that.
I hate
Right.
when niggas do shit for you and then talk about that shit. And
That's what I'm
keep-
saying. We don't
keep
care
remember-
about
Yeah, dog, I don't like
I ain't
that
gonna lie,
shit.
when
Yeah.
niggas like try to bring that shit up, I be so I'm like, yeah, you did. Yeah. That's how you defeat that.
I don't
Yeah.
even know how to
'Cause-
respond to no shit like that.
'cause
Nigga, what?
That's how you respond, like that shit right there. 'Cause
Yeah,
niggas
like-
ain't expecting that shit.
Niggas not expecting
Yeah.
it because they expect you to defend yourself.
Yeah.
So they're doing it to get a reaction out of
Right,
you.
exactly.
So you be like, no, you right. You did give me like $50 when I needed it, and I
Mhm.
paid you back.
Nigga, what? I got niggas who owe me 50s on 50s
Yeah.
on 50s, but I would never ask for that shit back.
Yeah, because you don't need it. You put yourself in a position where you don't need it.
First of all, Steve Harvey said this the best. Never lend a nigga money that you not expecting to get back. Like,
Yeah.
I would never lend you an amount of money that I would be like, I need that back.
Right. Yeah.
Unless it was detrimental to you. And I'm going to tell you off top, nigga, I'm giving you my rent money so you can pay your rent because you get paid after me and I'm going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
But I'm gonna need that back.
But I'm going to need that back.
All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all about, you seen the Will Smith and Chris Rock shit?
Woo-wee.
How you feel about that shit, bro? Like, would you?
All right.
Hold on. Before you answer, I want to put you in both situations, bro.
Okay.
So I want you to answer.
Put
from,
me in both situations. All
right, bet.
Because
So I want y'all to answer from Will Smith's side, and then Chris Rock. How you would feel in both situations?
All right. As Chris Rock, I feel fucked up because I'm sure they're mans. Like, I'm sure they cool with each other. But at the same time, I feel like as a comedian, you understand that's a possibility. That somebody might come up here and smack the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I gotta be prepared for that when I'm giving out Jones. Just like if we was joning, like, you not gonna Joan on a nigga unless, like, you ready to fight.
Yeah.
Because he might be ready to fight.
Real shit.
There's certain niggas that don't Joan. And Will Smith wasn't Joan that fucking night.
That's real shit, though.
Like,
That's
no,
real
like,
shit,
bro,
though.
I know
Yeah.
niggas that tell me, like, bro, just let these niggas know I don't Joan. So it's like, all right, bro, he really don't Joan.
Yeah.
Like, don't Joan on me. Like, but from Will Smith, like, I ain't gonna lie, if my wife had alopecia and then she suffered from social anxiety and shit,
Yeah.
so now all the attention's focused on her,
Nah,
and then
fuck
she's
that.
looking at
Tighten
me
up.
to do something
Yeah.
about it.
Tighten up.
Oh yeah, and then niggas have been talking so much shit about like his relationship. He
get that
he probably told his wife in the car, "Hey, the next nigga that say some shit, I'ma smack the shit
Yeah,
out of him."
uh-huh.
And she looked at that nigga like,
Nah, fuck that.
"What you about to do?"
They both know and understand what they into. Will is a fucking comedian just like fucking Chris Rock is.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, comedians are known to say this shit that nobody else want to say. They both know and understand that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So why the fuck would that shit get you in your feelings?
Because he broke. I mean, not broke as in like
Broke
money
in-
wise.
Fuck if that
broken,
shit
yeah.
broke the levees in your system.
See, there you go. Not care about black men feelings
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
real
Okay.
shit.
We just said the nigga
Yeah.
broke. You like, I don't give a fuck.
This
Because
is
don't
what
nobody
you
give a
do.
fuck about.
That's
This is what you do. This is what you do.
But
This is
that's
what
why
you do.
that's why I need to change.
And then
Nah,
what would
that's
comedy?
some-
What would comedy
but
be?
that's some real
if-
shit, though,
listen,
bro.
What would-
That's
what
why I
would comedy
need
be
to
if
change.
every nigga had to think about what they said?
Nah, but just think
You
about it.
supposed to as a man.
Not as a comedian. I want to hear these comedians say whatever the fuck that I want to
Yeah.
say that I can't say.
Yeah. But you also, like I said, you also understand that
So if
coming
you want
with
to tell
that.
this bitch you look like G.I. James, say shit.
Man, I done been to a comedy
Come
show
smack
and
me,
niggas
Will.
been like, man, what a fried chicken at? All niggas right there. Man, like, y'all niggas want some chicken? I was like,
Exactly.
oh, shit, bro.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not even at a comedy show. You're at the Oscars.
Yeah, bro.
So you're
But he's a
not.
comedian hosting the show, so you know
I
he's
get
gonna
it.
tell
I
some
get it. But if my girl got alopecia, my wife has alopecia. You're not about to joke
Let me
about
tell you
her
something.
hair.
All right, so you gonna fight, so would you fight every nigga for her?
Every nigga.
Like, if every nigga walk past and said something about her alopecia, you would fight every nigga?
Me personally, I'm not gonna do it because I know how to joke. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook your ass for.
All right, let me tell you something. I had this white dude come up to me. He said, "You know what? You want to know?" He's like, "You want to hear a joke?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You want to know why black people can't drive in a NASCAR?" I was like, "Here, this motherfucker." I was like, "Why?" I entertained it. He was like, "Cause y'all can't put 40 ounces in the cup holders." So I'm looking at him, I'm like,
That's funny.
"It was funny, as fuck." But I didn't know how to feel about it.
So what you do?
I hit him with a joke, and he didn't like it. very
What'd you
much.
say?
But what I'm trying to say is, if you want to tell a joke, why can't I tell a joke?
Hold on.
Even?
So you at a comedy show?
No.
No,
I
he's
was at
somebody you
work.
knew on the street.
I was at work.
Damn. So what you say to that nigga?
I told him some odd ass joke, and he didn't really like it that much. But you
Yeah.
told a joke, I told a joke. It was probably worse than his. You told a joke, I told a joke.
All right, so from Chris Rock perspective, how y'all feel about it from that?
He a whole hoe.
Chris Rock? Why?
Yeah.
No, he's saying Will Smith was a hoe from Chris Rock.
No, I'm saying Chris Rock a hoe for not snuffing this nigga from the back. So as he
Oh,
turned
why you
around,
say
I
that?
would have knocked this shit loose.
Oh yeah.
I ain't
so-
no fucking way a nigga gonna smack me like that.
All right, so
I'm at least try him.
Will Smith is canceled. He can't come back to the Oscars
So
for 10
what?
years. But Chris Rock,
I'm gonna always look like a bitch.
but no, you're not.
Why?
Because he look like, first of all, he like the victim.
For one,
you got-
he's not gonna look like a bitch because Chris Rock is viewed as a villain.
Yeah.
He's not viewed as a tough guy who
Yeah.
want to smack somebody back. He's viewed as somebody that he's.
I watch
laugh
Everybody
at.
Loves
And-
Chris, and he be real gangster in that joint.
And then you got to think about
Everybody loves Chris when he's like 10.
So what? Oh, his brothers had something to say about that shit too.
I seen that shit. His brother
But
was Will
and his
Will
ticket
Smith.
sales went up.
For real?
Yeah.
Hell
Chris Rock
yeah.
ticket
I
sales
get
went up.
Cause they know he gonna talk about it at his show.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
bro.
But that shit is crazy.
Yeah, bro. I got a whole rack of questions, so y'all gonna have to let me, y'all gonna have to stop me.
I ain't getting through them jumps. We got performance to make.
All right, Meg Thee Stallion
Ooh.
and the Tory Lane situation.
Y'all had this fucking bug in the goddamn.
I ain't gonna lie. I have a disclaimer. As a short person, I don't like tall women.
Ooh.
Oh
wee.
shit!
Let me tell you something. I'm not attracted to tall women.
Oh shit!
But I always wanted to climb
hold up. This nigga say he don't like tall women, bro.
I always wanted to climb up.
So what if you meet the woman of your dreams, but that bitch tall?
I have a height
She
limit.
can't be the woman of her dreams, of his
I-
dreams, if he don't like tall.
Point. That too.
It can't.
Woman of my dreams isn't tall.
All right, so what if you just off the strength? What if she ain't? What if she fucking nightmare? But at the same time,
How tall is she? I have a height limit.
What
Megan Thee
is it?
Stallion height.
Anything? No.
You can't do Megan Thee Stallion height?
I couldn't do
How
Megan Thee
tall is
Stallion. I can't do
I
Sierra.
think she like 6.
I can't
6
do. Can't do Rihanna.
Sierra tall?
Sierra tall as shit. Sierra like 5'9".
I'm
Oh.
5'9". That's not tall.
For a woman, you're.
I've always wanted to fuck. I've always wanted to fuck a tall bitch like 6'5", and I've always wanted to fuck a midget.
I'm 5'4", so it's a different perspective.
I'm gonna get both of them before I die. A midget and a tall bitch. A big Amazon.
I didn't
bitch,
hit a
like-
tall joke, but that's when I found out I didn't like it.
Why? But when you lay down, it can't be that much off.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It ain't. It ain't. Trust me, it's coming from somebody that's been short his whole life.
It can't be that. Like, what the fuck? When you lay down, everything line up.
I hear you. But
And I
you
don't
not
know, but
hearing
you've been in
me.
this situation.
Yeah, like
It ain't right.
what matters is the waist ratio. Will your waist stand
Lying
up
down
and
or
demand?
standing up?
Standing up.
You're not gonna stand this bitch up.
But
You know
I
she
ain't about
big
to
as
lay
fuck.
I ain't about to lay down every time.
I don't like to stand up and fuck.
The fuck?
I'd like to have, a nice pivot.
I mean, if she down on the bed and I'm standing up fine, but she still gonna be waist height.
Yeah, that is true. But it's just uncomfortable.
Now, this big bitch ain't about to stand up, and I'm gonna stand up. And this
all right.
shit
Let's
ain't
just
gonna
say,
be
let's just say, like every time you hugged her titties was in your face like it's your mother. Yeah, you just want them free.
Better know it. Hey.
All right, so how y'all feel about the shooting situation? Because
Which
it
one?
seemed like her story been like switching up.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't.
That shit fugazi, man. She
I
trying.
can't. I
think she
can't
lying?
say.
I'm one umbrella mom, bro. Fuck you talking about?
I think she
trying to
lying
get
too,
Tory to
bro.
go.
He said,
think-
"Oh, no, brother."
I'm one umbrella mom, bro. She trying to get Tory to go now.
I mean,
We didn't do it.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say he did do it, but it's
If
a
he
lot of
shot
shit
that
that
bitch in
don't
the
make
foot, her shit
sense.
would be-
Like,
Yeah, it
punished.
don't add up.
like why the fuck is she snitching?
Man, that bitch lying.
If that was the case, and then there's too many pieces of missing evidence.
A whole bunch.
All right, I'm gonna just ask y'all 2 more questions so we can speed it up. But y'all been keeping up with the DJ Envy jump?
No.
No.
So DJ Envy wife did an interview, and she basically told everybody, the world, how she fake orgasm. She been faking orgasm. So could you be in a relationship knowing that your wife or your partner, your significant other, was basically faking orgasms?
Yep.
You could be in a relationship for real?
Mm-hmm.
It depends. It depends, cause like once I know,
Cause we ain't fucking no. I'm sticking
Once I-
straight down your throat.
once I know,
You ever know? Bitch, you wanna be married? Take these kids straight down the mouth.
So you want to feel some type of way that she been faking that shit all this time?
So
and
all
then
right,
I
this is
will
the
feel
thing.
some type of way,
I would
but I will
feel-
adjust and move accordingly.
You want to leave her?
It all depends on how long we've been together and how many kids we got.
Would you cheat?
I pay child support, bro. It's cheaper to keep her.
Say less.
So, in my perspective, I feel like that's something that can be talked about. Like, what am I doing so you ain't coming? If I'm just not built like that, then we just don't need to be together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, Give me that opportunity to fix the problem instead of just faking it.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. Real shit. All that shit I just said, it was cool.
Have you ever faked it?
I have.
I have to.
I haven't.
I just wanted to get out of there.
I was thinking to
Get up out
myself.
of that little bite.
I was thinking to myself like while I was in it, like this isn't what I thought it'd be.
No, I ain't never figured.
I was like,
I'm gonna
what?
get my nut off,
I'm
dog.
sorry.
Oh no,
I'm getting my shit
especially you got a rubber on. Oh yeah, I'm faking that thing.
The thing is this.
No, I ain't.
One thing you gotta realize
Academy
about
Award goes
the One thing you gotta realize about the female is the orgasm is like 95% mental.
Yeah.
It ain't about your dick size. It ain't about none of that shit. I don't know that
Something-
it always is. But if they can mentally form that attraction to you and that connection to you, they can still have the orgasm.
Wait, so you saying all of them faking? You think
I'm not
all of
telling
them
you
faking?
No.
that. I never said that.
No.
I'm just telling you that a lot of it
Ask
is
the question.
mental, bro.
Okay.
But this is the thing that I learned just from growing up is that like no matter how I fuck a female, right, I'm gonna nut regardless. Regardless. Slow, fast, any type of way. So my whole goal is to how to make her come.
Mine too.
Because
Always.
that's what's supposed to be the motivation
To keep
to
going, I
sex.
agree.
It's like I'm trying to make her come as much as possible because I know regardless of how I pump, I'm a nut.
Exactly. So me, I'm a nasty nigga. How the fuck do we get here? But anyway, I'm a nasty nigga, so
Mhm.
my main focus is that first.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm gonna come whenever. I can come 3-4 times before she even come once, or have it focus on. But whatever I gotta do to make her come, it has to happen. So if I gotta get this bitch in my head for about 30 minutes before we start fucking,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah.
She gonna bust her nut and she gonna make her toes curl and all that shit. And then I can get mad on her.
Me, I'd rather you just tell me up front and don't like try to make me find out you fucking cheating. And
But
shit.
if
Keep
you're
it
in a
a
long term and
fucking
long
bean.
relationship, you have to dig deep and inquire about what makes her tick, what makes her like, why y'all mentally not there.
Yeah.
You have to please her. If you're not pleasing her in a long term relationship, that's what's gonna happen at the end of the day.
But at the same time, sometimes women don't open up their mouths. Sometimes
don't.
they expect you to figure
No,
out the
yeah,
answer when something's
real
I agree
wrong.
with that too. They don't want to coach you
And then
all that shit.
another
I agree.
thing is like the hints that they show
Man, what?
are the most like I don't know. Maybe I'm just oblivious to hints.
That's because
Yeah,
y'all niggas
I
keep
am.
talking to motherfuckers y'all age. Y'all gotta go try
Yeah,
some cougars
bro.
and
I
be like,
don't like-
nigga,
Oh, trust me.
put
yeah.
your head
I
down
don't
like
like
Hey,
it,
look.
bro.
and put
Hey,
my
look.
leg up here.
That's
and
the
your
real
dick
shit
right
about
here.
the
Hey,
hip, bro.
Get your
look.
motherfucking
That's the
older
real
woman.
shit
She
Hey,
gonna tell
look,
your
I
ass
done-
exactly what to do.
I done had one of like, you hungry?
She might scare the shit out of
You
you.
know she a cougar when you walk in and she asks you hungry.
Oh,
I
hell.
got a plate in the microwave.
Yeah, you
How
about to
you
eat
even
some
know I was-
ass, some
You even know I
pussy,
was
all that
coming up here. Like how you
shit. I got a cougar. She the best.
Yeah, you gotta tell me
She the
up front,
best.
bro. I don't want
Yeah.
you cheating.
I always
and
tell
shit.
females
Every
like,
female is different, so,
when
so
I
you
give-
can't expect what the work on the
Yeah.
last female to work on this female.
But I always
So
give
that-
females the advice of like the best way to get what you want out of niggas be as direct as possible.
Yeah.
Don't try to show me, like tell me a complete.
But some
sentence of
females
exactly
might
what you
also
want.
feel as though me coaching you makes you feel some type of way. If I'm telling you to eat here, lick there, swerve here, swerve
But
there,
as a man,
it might
you have
make
to
feel
be.
some type of way.
As a man, you got to be open and vulnerable enough to give her the power in that situation.
But what if she look at you, she take that and be like, oh, this nigga ain't doing that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you let her know.
I'd have been like, well, you're faking it. Can't get no worse than what I'm trying. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
trying to help the situation, but if you still feel like that, then like, I don't know
But this about to fuck y'all up.
what.
Because sex ain't really about pleasing nothing. It's about, sex originally was about reproduction.
Absolutely.
Yes and no.
I was about to say.
Because if that's the case, why does it feel good? Because you gotta think, it's animals that fuck that don't feel pleasure. But if it wasn't meant to feel good, then why do we feel good when we do it?
I don't know. But I mean, I don't know.
I hear what you're saying, but like that's what
I mean, hey, that shit do feel good.
Hey,
All right, one
something
more
is
question.
wrong.
One more
I got
question.
you.
Just one last question, bro.
Mhm.
All right, so I seen a female say this on World Star today. She said she said she couldn't date a nigga that don't tote a gun.
You know what's
How y'all feel
crazy?
about that?
You know what's crazy? I took a
That's a
girl on
last
this date,
question,
right? I took a girl on this date. Nice ass date. Had her home. Boom. So she like started acting funny, acting weird, right? And then she hit me with this. So you don't sell drugs or nothing?
What?
I was like, bitch.
Fuck? What that question?
I was like, nah. Like I go to work. Like I'm in college. Like.
What the fuck?
And then like it dawned on me she's that ratchet. Like it's some females.
Yeah, it
that,
is.
like,
There's a lot of them.
there's some females that can't believe that you're a regular person.
Yeah, bro. And niggas used to be thinking I be tripping when I be saying I be coming across some type of Jones, but it's a lot of them out here, bro. That they don't want no nigga with a 9 to 5. They want a street nigga, bro. So I mean,
but the real question was, with these females, would they date a nigga who carry a strap?
Yeah, carry a gun.
That's a female who's been traumatized by some shit, and now she's so fucking scared that the only thing she want to ride with is protection.
But think about it this way. Think about it this way, right? If you fast forward,
because she also want to expect you to bust everything that ride past the screaming, like. Well.
Think about it this way though. As females, right? Their primitive reason of being here, or like the way they interact with men, is to find the best provider and protector, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think the highest form of protection is a gun. So it's just basically them being attracted to that.
Yeah. I hate that shit. I hate when
people say that. You hate it,
but a nigga could box like shit.
A nigga could box like shit, but
not only that,
when you add 1 + 1 = 2, you not about to
close this shit out, because I've been wanting to see this motherfucking show all night. You hear me? That motherfucking Riverdale about to do his goddamn thing. I've been waiting for this shit.